What's up, guys? Kate Wilson here to bring you my review of Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 5, Episode 7, A Test of Strength. And in this week's episode, the six younglings begin the next step in towards creating their own lightsabers after the last episode where they all found their own personal crystals. And pretty much they aborted the ship and Ahsoka was there. And pretty much the next step was really forming a lightsaber with the different type of pieces and getting a good idea of what type of lightsaber they would use. And to help them, we had a droid named Hugh Yang, aka Doctor Who. He was the voice actor for this droid, and he did a good job at it too. He was very convincing to be, one of those wise, well, not a wise droid. That he's been there for a while. He's created a whole bunch of lightsabers for different Jedi, and he knows all the different type of styles and there's different type of lightsabers in general. He actually had a hologram where he shows the different ones, and I believe we see Anakin's and Obi-Wan's. And he actually goes into more detail and tells the younglings that pretty much each lightsaber is unique, and it depends on the person and their connection with the Force and just them as a person. And he used Gunzi as an example because he saw that he was a Wookiee and that was pretty rare, and he haven't seen that in quite some time. And he pretty much told Gunji to pretty much imagine the lightsaber as if he's holding it and what type of style it would be for him. Something strong. Wookiees are strong, of course. They're brolic, and so all the other younglings pretty much start their construction of their own lightsabers by using the Force to put all the pieces together. And Petro, even in the beginning, he was kind of acting like a show-off. I mean, especially from the beginning, because he was training like as if he had a lightsaber, and he had like this move, and he called it the Whirlwind of Destiny, and I'm like, oh my god, this kid is full of it. And pretty much he constructed his lightsaber at first, and he thought he did it right, but actually he did it wrong, because if he would have activated it, the whole crystal matrix would have pretty much exploded, so that would have been really bad, but thankfully that's why Hu Gang was there. And meanwhile, while they're training, we see Hondo again, which is pretty surprising because, Hondo, he's been making a lot of appearances in this season so far. It hasn't really been spread out, in my opinion, like spread out, so that it's not like, oh my god, we keep seeing this guy over and over again. But of course, Hondo's a cool character, and I like him, so I didn't really mind. And pretty much Hondo's goal was pretty much to board the ship and steal the crystals because, Hondo loves money, and apparently those crystals are worth a lot of, profit. Because that's all about with Hondo. We actually from the episode we learned a little bit more about him, about how much he loves profit. And so him with this whole bunch of pirates come in and they board the ship, and he's kind of underestimating these younglings, which is a bad idea because you never underestimate the enemy or the opponent, no matter that size, the age, he or she. It does not matter. You never underestimate the opponent, or you're gonna you're gonna lose pretty much. So after that, Hondo, he's his pirates are searching, and the younglings they come up with cool ideas, and Ahsoka was actually stepping up to be a leader, telling them, to stay put and to follow her commands. And the younglings came up with their own ideas to pretty much stop the pirates, and like Petro pretty much exploded his lightsaber so that it would knock all the pirates out. And one thing that I like was that some of the younglings actually they took like the training spears that they use when to train with their Jedi lightsaber, and they put them on like high. They pretty much were just shooting all the pirates. I thought that was just pretty cool to see. And pretty much everything seems going well, and then we get the confrontation with Ahsoka and Hondo. And this is where we see a surprise with the Hondo. He actually states that, a profit is very important for him, and that it depends on the profit, depends on how he feels. And he said that, hey, and he didn't say it directly, but he said, Ahsoka was like, oh, well, the Jedi Council is not going to forgive this for what you're doing. And Hondo's like, oh, Ahsoka, how are they going to know if no one's going to survive? Or something like that, he said. And pretty much implying that he is ready to kill children, which is a surprise because that's not really in Hondo's character. Because I know that he's a pirate and everything, but, from what we've seen him ever since he was introduced in the series, he's been this, like, comedian, villain that, we like to see. But it's like he's willing to kill children. That's a little bit more darker side towards Hondo, that he will do anything to get his profit, which was pretty surprised to see. But Hondo actually act like that. And so pretty much they start fighting, and what happens is all the younglings are able to escape. However, Ahsoka was kind of pushed in accidentally into Hondo's ship, and she was captured in the end. And pretty much Hondo at the end, he basically told Ahsoka that I guess I have to make a profit out of you, and she was knocked out. So yeah, I mean Ahsoka being captured, and either the younglings are gonna go have to save her, or they're gonna have to go back to the Jedi Temple, or there's gonna be some type of arrangement. But what I was thinking of actually was that the whole thing with Hondo and how this is going. You think that they might kill off Hondo here, but I'm not sure if Hondo's actually gonna die because you know how with Star Wars: The Clone Wars, where the episodes aren't really in chronological order. Well, they have one episode that say this happened first, and then they go back to something that didn't have that. It doesn't really follow an order pretty much. It's like something happens, and then time must have passed, or they go back a few episodes. It's pretty weird with the Clone Wars. Trust me. But I don't think that Hondo's actually going to die. But this is going to be a huge, possibly power battle that might, well, no, well, no, you know what? No, Hondo's not going to die. I'm pretty sure he's going to still survive. But overall, what I thought about the episode, I thought it was just good. At the beginning was kind of a little bit boring in the beginning, but as it went on, it actually ended up being good. There were some good points in this episode with the younglings stepping up, and actually with Hondo's character getting a little more darker. I like that too. And we know with Ahsoka being really seen more as a mentor towards the younglings. I would say this was a good episode. Actually leaning towards the end, it was pretty good. I liked it. Um, so let me know your thoughts down below. What you thought about this week's episode? What you liked about it, disliked about it? Predictions on Hondo's future. Will he die? Will he be the next to fall? Leave your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe up above. Give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.